Hello, good morning everybody. Just want to have a quick look here, a little insight into the Kiwi dollar. It was a bit of a perfect storm last night. We've seen an aggressive move lower. We can see here on the chart, come across this Kiwi dollar. It's been a clean break through the 7,000 round number, a clean break through the trend line, and an aggressive sell-off through the night, coming towards the bottom of these lows posted back in June. And July. I just want to have a look at the reasoning for that. And if we come across the economic calendar, we can see tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. We're expecting the RBNZ rate decisions. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand previously expected at a rate hike at spot 0.25%, so coming up from 0.25% to spot 5%. Largely been priced in, a little bit of Kiwi strength with the ongoing risk on mood. Now there has been a case of COVID within New Zealand. As always, New Zealand have taken a very aggressive hardline approach to this, and they've prompted and announced a 3-day lockdown starting from today to try and get on top of that case. Now that one case has provoked the response in the Kiwi as people now speculation that perhaps there will not be this rate hike as expected, and it brings back in the possibility of us remaining at spot 2.5%. Now that would be more dovish than expected, and therefore we're seeing the weakness in the dollar. It has been an aggressive move, and it was also helped by the fact that we were in a risk off mood overnight. The Asian session, if we have a look at the Nikkei, so we come across here to the Nikkei, we can see the Nikkei did break down through the lows. It broke through some key support here at this 27,400 region, and it is now temporarily holding down below that low, closed through that level. So the Asian session was weak. We also saw the S&P marginally set back off its high. So aggressive bounce back yesterday once we'd come through the uncertainty from the Afghanistan news and potential COVID cases. We did see an impulsive move. We are seeing S&P just set back now off the back of this. So we've got that risk off mood, and that's prompted a move away from some of those commodity currencies, those risk currencies such as the Kiwi dollar. So a perfect storm here with the Kiwi case count, or one case throwing them into a potential lockdown, and therefore the potential change in rate decision alongside the general risk off tone that we'd seen through the Asian session and the indice market. What's interesting to see now is we have made our way down towards the bottom of this range. We can see those lows which previously discussed. We are holding at those lows, and if that rate hike does come in still at spot 5%, we may see this market snap back from here, come off this range and make its way back up towards the highs. And if we see that, we'll be looking back for a move, probably back up towards this sort of region up through here, certainly back towards that 7,000 round number. But we're waiting to see that tomorrow, 3:30 a.m. We'll have a look at it. 3 a.m. Tomorrow morning here, this rate decision. So a bit of a perfect storm here in Kiwi and the sell-off overnight. Not tradable here for us in the European session, tucked up and fast asleep, but interesting to see how amazingly aggressive the reaction was just with one case there in New Zealand. As we said, quick action, swift action has been taken. Will that be seen as a positive, and therefore this rate hike still to come? If it does, as we said, all eyes towards this chart. Are we going to see a bounce back towards these highs?